Sullivan, folks. So we're here at the Lynn Lake intersection to talk about bike parking today. And I have a special guest. With joining me to talk about bike parking is Arielle, our communications intern for the summer. So with that, I'll let you take it away.
Great, thanks, Amber. Hi everybody, my name's Arielle. I am here today to tell you all about the bike parking project that Bike Walk Twin Cities has started implementing here in Minneapolis. So one of the reasons why Bike Walk Twin Cities thought it was so important to fund bike parking projects is because we want people to be able to safely lock their bikes in the Twin Cities. Unfortunately, this person locked their bike to a meter, illegally locked their bike to a meter, when there was a bike parking post right next door, and this is exactly what we don't want to see. We want people to be able to lock their bikes safely in places that are near restaurants and parks and libraries, so that they're within eyesight, and to be able to lock their bikes in places that aren't going to block sidewalks or pedestrians in any way, and just overall be much safer and help to contribute to livable, walkable communities. So something that Bike Walk Twin Cities was very intentional about was deciding which racks would be best for bike parking. And this model right here is really nice because it allows people to use their U-lock to lock their bikes, which is the safest lock, and it also allows two bikes to be parked here safely. Another rack that we chose for its effectiveness is this upside down sort of U-rack. So if your bike has an instant release tire like mine does, it's really important to lock both your frame and your tire to the bike lock. And one reason why this style of bike lock is really great is because it supports the bike in these two places. So, just like through there.
If your bike does not have a front release tire, then you can get away with just locking your frame to the bike rack. But I always lock them both just to be safe. So. Ta-da!
So the city did an inventory of where there was the most need for bike parking, and we found that places like this intersection here on Lyndale and Lake, the intersection of Hennepin and Central, and University and 13th were all very high demand, popular areas for retail and just all different kinds of businesses, lots of places for people to go out and eat and shop and just explore. But then we've also made sure that there's plenty of bike parking in other public places, such as parks and libraries and schools.
Well, thank you so much for doing the information bit about the bike racks and the bike parking that we have here in Minneapolis. But I did have one question. Why is bike parking even important?
Bike parking is really important because it encourages more biking. It encourages people to use their cars less and bike more. The number one reason why people report that they don't bike more often is because of fear conditions, but the number two reason is because of lack of bike parking. So if people know that they'll be able to bike to work or their restaurant or a store and know that they'll be able to securely and safely park their bike, then they're much more likely to get out and ride.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for this Spokes episode about bike parking. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, feel free to visit bikewalktwincities.org or bikewalkmoves.org. Thanks. See you next week.
Thanks, guys.